morning, you lovely lot, and welcome to Wednesday's Wake Up Call. You're joined with me, Debbie Fisher. You've only got me for Wake Up Call this morning, and Joe is back in the hot seat and I'll be on the demonstrating side. So we've got a really fun-packed show. In fact, we've got so much to get through today or this morning. You're going to be blown away with the deals that we've got on. So coming up in Wake Up Call, we have the most amazing deal, not only on the Gatefold dies, and you know how we are with our fancy Gatefold dies, really good deal on those, but also we've got a fantastic offer on some of our Spectrum. We're doing a craft vault. Anyone that's not seen our craft vault before, they don't come along very often. We do our cart load, which is fill your trolley with all sorts of things. We do a craft vault that's dedicated to something. This one is dedicated to our Spectrum Noir products, and you will absolutely love the deals, so definitely stay tuned on that. And then later on at 2 p.m. we've got an amazing craft vault showing you all those different things, which is amazing. But even though I'm on my own sort of today, I'm not on my own, because every so often we get treated at Crafters TV to have part of our sort of that is not under the Crafters Companion umbrella, but there are friends in the crafty world, and I'm super excited this morning to be working with the lovely Jodie from Tonic. Hello!
It's been too long.
It's been far too long. I was just saying this morning that it's been like forever. It feels like forever. And so I was so excited that Jodie's up today. She doesn't get here very often, so when she is, there's a lot of excitement in the building. There's a lot of excitement out there. You all love what Jodie brings us. So Jodie, we always call you Jodie from Tonic because
you changed my surname, Gatefold.
We're going to be speaking to Jodie about her sort of story, but actually what was really funny is I just said to Jodie that she looks very brown. I said, oh, have you been on holiday? She said, oh, I literally got back yesterday, and she said she was speaking to our producer Jamie while she was sipping her gin and tonic. So believe it or not, her gin and tonic is no reflection on the Tonic brand, and I am going to get you to tell that story for anyone that's new to Tonic and to know all about how Tonic would sort of come to light, how it's invented, and what Jodie's journey is. So, but firstly, you've bought some brilliant things.
I have brought my babies. Yeah, so my babies are memory books, okay? Dreamt them, we manufactured them, we brought them to you, and you absolutely adore the memory books. Now, we're bringing you 3 different ones. We're bringing you what we know as Memory Book 1, Memory Book 2, and Memory Book 3, okay? Now, if you've never dipped your toe in the memory book range, you're not going to be on your own, okay? There's a whole Facebook page dedicated to making these books. So if you go onto Facebook and you look for Making Memories with Jodie, there's a group there of 12,000 of you making these books. So whatever question you've got, what tape do I use? Where do I get my magnets? What do I cut? How do I do a flip? How do I do a flap? You're not going to be on your own, okay? Put your question on there and there's somebody always there to answer you. So what we are bringing you today, we have got Memory Book 1, which is that lovely shape there, absolutely gorgeous. So when you open it up, you can get all your flips and your flaps inside of that one. So that one is traditionally known as Memory Book 1. We've then got Memory Book 2, which is the lovely rectangular version. So once again, inside there, all it's been done with all the flips and the flaps and everything else inside. But then we're also bringing you My Life's Journey, which is Memory Book 3, which is your square version. Now inside there, this one has been done for a mummy's journey all the way through her pregnancy. Now when we were launching this dice set, I put a call out on Facebook because I didn't know anybody was pregnant. So I put a call out on Facebook and this lady answered me. I said, oh, what I would like to do is I'd like to do a baby book and I'd like to dedicate it to you. I'll make another one and send it to you, but I need pictures of your bump.
Oh, I love that.
Your cravings.
Wow.
Your scan pictures, copies of your scan pictures, and that is exactly what we did with this one.
Oh, that's
all
amazing.
The way through her cravings, her bumps, her scan pictures, how she was feeling on particular mornings. Because as a parent, I know, I can remember being pregnant.
Yep.
And I can remember the size of my bump, but I never saw it in stages because I didn't take photos of it in stages.
We never did things like that, did we, when we were pregnant? I was exactly the same. I can remember that. I absolutely love that. I mean, that is, and so nice that someone has sent you those pictures in to be able to create those.
It's not the most...
Yeah, but I love that. But it is a lovely photo because it's absolutely. Now and all I can remember is going from feeling quite slim to feeling really fat. Yes. So actually, it would have been so nice to take that into stages. My daughter did it, and we took hers in stages, and it's so lovely to see because
I remember my waters breaking in CNA.
No.
Who remembers CNA? Yeah.
Well, do you know what? What's really funny? We went to Paris just a couple of weeks ago. CNA's everywhere there.
It is. Yeah. It is. Kids. CNA used to be where we used to go for ski jackets.
Yeah,
the rodeo ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I was in there buying a Christmas top, and all of a sudden,
oh my goodness.
Call. Janitor, ladies' changing rooms, janitor. And off he came with his little mop and bucket. I was so humiliated.
That's very funny, though. You've got to love a good pregnancy story, haven't you? I take it you got to the hospital okay to have the baby. Oh, that's fine then.
4 hours beginning and end, she was out.
Oh, wow.
Good,
yeah.
Good
was she your first or second?
First.
Oh, first.
Yeah, that's why it was such a shock.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was 9 hours with my first, my second, 2 hours, 19 minutes. So,
I'd wet myself to begin with.
Oh, I love Jodie being back with us. All that honesty. What with me and Jodie, we're going to have a fun old show, aren't we? It's going to be terrible. So, but yeah, so it is going to be a really great show. So let's just see what we've got coming up today. And also get social with us because we are completely social. You can see below, get social with Crafters TV. And you can find all those ways to get in contact. So Facebook, YouTube are all live to us. We get them sent all through to the studio so we can see who we've got. Caitlin's on social this morning, so morning social. Sarah Brown always up nice and early or middle of the night really to get sociable with us. She's saying hello again my crafty friends, hoping you're all doing well. Sending hugs all the way from Melbourne, Australia.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah, absolutely. So any questions you want to get in for myself or Jodie today, then get them in and we will answer them as possible. Now, do you know what? We've got something really exciting coming up. Some of you may have had some of our brochures through the post with your orders, and you would see our Ben in there doing some riddles. Well, he hasn't done any riddles yet. Now we're running a riddle every day for the next 5 days. So every day, tune in, listen to our riddle. When you think you've solved that riddle, pop your answer into the search bar on Crafters Companion website, and that will bring you up whatever it is, and there might be some nicely discounted products for you to have a look at. So I think, have we got the riddle? We're going to read the riddle now. So here we go. I dance on a Saturday under the disco light. My foxtrot, tango and jive brightens everyone's night. My crafty counterpart knows how to put on a show, but when it comes to crafting, she's the... Now, if you can guess what that is, go to our search bar on Crafters Companion website and you will be able to see quite a nice discounted little gift really from us, which will be lovely. We will read that. I take it we'll read that again, Jamie, throughout the show. So we'll bring that back to you. Is it on our website as well to be able to see? So we'll find out that. But if not, you can tune in throughout the shows today and we will be giving you that riddle, which is just a nice little thing that we're doing at Crafters TV. Now, remember to say hi. We've got lots of people now coming in. Josh is saying good morning. He can't wait to see Jodie and all the memory book dies. Really can't wait to see all the giggles, which is Lil. I haven't got my glasses on, so Lil J. And then Josh is saying, hi Jodie, look at that tan. How you enjoyed your holiday. And then Lorna is saying, hi Debbie, Jodie and the CTV crew, social superstar and all of her crafty friends. Yes, because remember, we have a massive community out there on social media, and some of you I know have become really great best friends. And actually, that's quite a nice thing to let us know about. If you've made good friends or your best friends, or you've met up with someone that you've met during your chatting on Crafters TV, then let us know, because that'd be great to see that companionship, not only with us, but with the people that you've made friends with as well. Now, the memory boxes, we're going to look in more detail in a little while. Jodie will be back, she'll be demoing them, and we'll look exactly what you're getting. What I do love about them is the fact, same with Crafters Companion, and I always say it's the one thing that I absolutely love about Crafters Companion, is that it's that education side. So remember, Jodie does that Facebook group, which you can go and join. She'll tell us all about that, and then the education is all there to carry on. So anything you buy in the show today that's from Tonic, you will get that education whenever you want it. It's already there. Right, first thing we're going to look at today, we're going to be looking at the Craft Vault. Now, the Craft Vault, if anyone's not heard of it before, is something we specialise in a craft, and then we bring these amazing deals to you. And boy, I want to shout it from the rooftops. We have the most amazing deals on our Craft Vault today. We're looking at all things Spectrum Noir. Now, the biggest bundle is a great way to go, because you're getting a tester of so many different things. And in fact, I'm going to bring in this big bundle. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, who would not want all that, all these inks, all these pens? We're going to look at it in more detail. Let me bring it across, because I'm taking up all the counter room. All this for £104.33. And can we just take a moment just to appreciate the platinum price there? £83.46 if you're in the club. It's amazing. So platinum price, incredible. $157 if you're in the United States. Let's take a real closer look at this and what you're actually getting, because it is really quite incredible. What I love about this, it's a taster selection of everything that we saw, well, not everything, but some of the main things that we do in our Spectrum Noir brand. Now, if we're starting at the beginning, our tri-blend pens are our 3-colour blend. Now, there's 6 pens in here, but there's 3 colours in each pen. You're getting 18 colours in there, so that is exceptional on its own, which is amazing. The next thing we're going to look at is some watercolour pens. So you know how we do our tri-blend, we now do our tri-colour. Tri-colour are the ones that are water-based. It means that all those things you can do water techniques with, you can do these. What I love about this collection here, now again, 3 colours, but you're getting 3 colours in each pen, so 9 in total there, 9 colours. You are getting 9 separate colours. I love this one, because what this does is all the 3 colours that are in the collection, so they're running down the middle there, and all the greens, each one will blend into the next one, so you haven't got to worry about that muddying of colours. We've thought of everything for you, put these together in these pens, they're incredible. Next we have our, now these, I can't believe we're doing these in this deal, because these are amazing. Every time we bring our metallic markers to you, they sell out. And look at the colours that you're getting in this collection. These are the rare minerals, I believe. Let me just double check. Yep, rare minerals. And I love this, because you're getting totally different colours that you wouldn't expect to find in a metallic marker. Black cardstock is amazing, but I won't stop at that, because I am going to show you some of our premium black marker card in a little while. Next, we've got our Illustrator. This is all coming in that £104 bundle, remember, so you don't have to think about what to get. You are getting each one of these in that bundle. 12 pieces in here. What I love about our Illustrator is these are our absolute top of the range pens. You can see on the front here we've got this really small bullet marker, so if you are an illustrator, someone that loves your drawing, someone that likes to do your doodling, that nib is going to be perfect for you. Our brush nib on here is just the most amazing Japanese brush nib that you could ever wish to draw with, colour with. It's absolutely incredible. The flow of ink through these pens is amazing. They're always the pens that I say I wish I could put in your hands, and you can colour with them and see just how lovely lovely they feel because they're beautiful. Next one we're looking at are glitter markers. Again, ever popular, beautiful glitter markers. None of these are anything that we've got that we want to get rid of, or we've got a last few in the sale. These are all our core products, and we just want to give you a taster of all those things you can do. So you can get all these different glitter markers. Now, I know I'm whizzing through these and showing all these different things, but what I do want to reiterate is if you want to go for any of these singularly, you can absolutely do that, and you will still get that half price deal. So yeah, I know you're just going to be rushing now to get all these extra bits, because each one of these is, if not a half price deal or more, it's incredible. I love this one. If ever you wanted to teach yourself a little bit of calligraphy, you've got the pens in here to be able to do that. I just think brush lettering, being able to teach yourself is amazing. We have an amazing teacher here who is just going to do step by step, showing you how to learn calligraphy in a simple way, and then you can start going on to more and more. I love the fact there's 11 pieces in here. If I turn it round, you're getting all these pieces to start you off, including the papers, the education sheet, and all these different pens to learn you how to do that beautiful brush lettering, which is amazing. Right, our middle of what we call the middle of the road is our classics. Classics are the ones that so many of you use, own, have, because they have that amazing these. And actually, before I go on anymore, the nibs that we can see on here are totally different to the nibs you get in the Illustrator or the nibs that you get in your tri-blend markers. So you've got a chisel nib in here, and you've got a bigger bulletproof. I don't think they're bulletproof. Let's completely scrap that. They're not bulletproof. A bullet nib on there. So yeah, let's move on from those ones very quickly. Oh, look, not even open this one. Essential tin of pencils. I do have a tin of pencils which we're going to open later on, which are absolutely incredible. So stay tuned for those, because there's so much you can do with them. What I absolutely love about the Aquablend pencils is you can create little swatches. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to go on holiday and the kids wanted to do some colouring while they're away. You can actually colour these onto just some watercolour cardstock. Use a paintbrush when you get there, or water paintbrush, which has got water in the nib, and they can literally use that as a paint palette. They're absolutely incredible, amazing. Now, we're only halfway through this collection. There is still so much more, which is absolutely incredible. You know that you're getting such a good deal here. Now, another little taster here is our 12-piece aqua pens. So Spectrum Aqua by Spectrum. You're getting a 12-piece here. And again, I love the fact that with our aqua pens, you're getting those two nibs, your bullet nib and your brush nib. That brush nib is like painting with a paintbrush. So many different techniques you can do with these, and we will show them later on in the craft vault, which is incredible. Now, these ones, I'm really shocked that we're popping these ones in. So popular. There are acrylic paint pens. These are incredible. I can't even begin to tell you how many surfaces you can paint these onto, and I love that you're getting all these different colours in there. Now, these will paint onto glass, so ceramics, they would go onto wood chip, they would go onto your regular paper. You can paint on canvas with these. You can use them as watercolours. They're absolutely incredible. You know, a lot of people do stone art, so they paint stones and leave them all around for people to find. You can use those pens to do that with as well. So absolutely incredible, getting all those colours in there, 4 different colours that are all going to complement each other as well. Then we've got a little taster of our re-inkers. So the re-inkers, this is our BP7. What I love about re-inkers is you've literally got your little plunger at the top, so when you take it out, you can put however many drops you want down. You can refill your pen up, so if you've got a BP7 that's starting to get a little bit like it needs some ink, and actually what I will do is in the craft vault, we will get our BP7 and I'll show you exactly how to re-ink your classic pen pens, because this is what they're for. But also you can do so many different techniques with that, which is amazing. Look back, we had a masterclass that Michelle did a couple of Saturdays ago. We had it was a Colour Me Happy show on the re-inkers. And if you look on them, you'll be able to see exactly what you can do with them. You can do so much with them. Honestly, they are amazing. And even if you haven't got any of the isopropanol that you can use, you can actually just use it directly onto different mediums, like your glossy photo papers and Vellum. We did it on Vellum the other day as well. So a really good ink to have that's really versatile and will go on to anything. And again, you can be painting onto glass with this. Because it's an alcohol ink, it means that it's going to stay and dry onto anything you put it onto. So that's a really good one to have in this bundle. Then next, let me bring this pile here. I love our ink pads, make no bones about it. They are just amazing to use. I think they're the best on the market because I personally use them and have tried them. I love the fact that you're getting so many different ones. So our first one we're going to look at is our rusty bread. It is rustic. I was about to call it rusty brown, and I thought that doesn't sound right, and it's not. It's rustic. It hasn't gone rusty at all. This is our alcohol-proof ink. It means any of like your classic, your tri-blends that you want to use with those inks, you stamp with them, and it won't smudge. It won't do anything else. It's an amazing ink pad to have. So you're having that one in this collection. Then we've got our parakeet, really popular one that we have. I'm just going to find different ones because let me show you this one first. So it showed you that we have alcohol proof. This one is your waterproof. So we're getting one of each of those inks. So whether it is you're using your alcohol markers or whether you're going to use your tricolours, your waters, you've got an ink pad now for each one of them. So this bundle has been really thought about for you. Then we're coming in with our water reactive ink pads. So we've got our parakeet in that collection. Now next we're coming in with our lemon tonic. These are all our really popular colours, and these are our sort of try of every ink pad. This one, and it's a purple ink pad, it means it's our quick drying. Now quick drying ink, honestly, stamp with it and it is dry literally to the touch within that split second. I don't know how it works, how it is so dry. It is absolutely amazing, but they really work. Then my favourite, I make no bones about it, the pigment ink pads are my absolute favourite. Beautiful ink pads to use. These are the ones that the ink stays wetter for longer, which means you can do all your different techniques with them. You can do your heat embossing, you can blend with them, you can watercolour with them. They really are an amazing ink pad to use, so whatever you do with those. So these are our Harmony ones, and there are pigment. Another pigment that we've got in this collection is our Midas ink pad. Now if you haven't tried the Midas, these are our metallic ink pads. These are going to work so well. Where are the let me find them. They're going to work so well with the metallic pens that we've got. There they are, hiding there. So those ones, use them in conjunction. You can stamp with a metallic pen and then you can actually use them to colour in as well. So absolutely amazing. And remember, you're getting them in this full bundle. So absolutely incredible that you're getting all of those ink pads. I'm still going, guys. I'm still going. You are getting so much in here, because not only are you getting all of that, you're then getting our Supreme, and I mean Supreme because these are amazing. These have been specifically made for our all our products. So this one here is our beautiful pencil pad. So this is actually like it's almost like our all-purpose cardstock. It's a really lovely cardstock to use. It's great for all your stamping effects. Really lovely paper pad, really supreme there. You're getting 30 sheets at 160 GSM. Now our next one that we're going to be looking at is our, this one is our marker pad. So, you know, you've heard us talk about our, it's gone out my head, Nina cardstock. This is what this is. Oh, look, someone's been using that. Now, this is actually, it's quite a good thing that someone's done on that. Can you see that it's blending through that other side? That's what it does. These markers allow you to ink through onto this cardstock. Use another piece underneath, but that's what makes it really good for all your alcohol pens. So you're getting that. That's is 240 GSM, getting 30 sheets of that. And then none of this would be any good without a black marker pad as well, which is amazing. So all those metallic inks, the metallic pens, you're going to be able to look at, I mean, look at that. That is amazing. So that's a stamp of our metallic, it's either pencils or pens. I think it is the pens. But look at that, being able to do that on top of your black marker pad. Again, really high quality. What I love about this black cardstock as well, it is a black core, it's black to the core. So even if you tear the edges, you're still getting that black cardstock. Great for mats and layering, great for using with all your metallics. 240 GSM, 30 sheets of that. So that's 90 sheets in total of our Supreme Spectrum Noir paper pads. Artists use these paper pads, which is amazing. So if you want to try it, get in touch, get these in your basket, because you will absolutely love these ones. Right, so much in that collection. Remember, you can go for those as individuals as well, which I think is amazing. You know, sometimes we do a bundle and they break it down into bundles, and the bundles aren't as good as the main bundle. If you do want to cherry pick those, you can get them all individual and at half price as well. So incredible. And if there was something that you really didn't know how to use, come back in our 2 p.m. show. So it's 2 p.m. In the UK, 9 a.m. on the East Coast, and 6 a.m. on the West Coast, and you will find out exactly which each one of those do, which is amazing. Right, we're going to take a look as to it's celebrate. I keep going to say it's the season, and it's not the season, not just yet, but well, in Craftyland, it's celebrate the season. So these launched yesterday. They're just over here, so I'm just going to go across and collect them. So let's bring these in. Now, these launched yesterday, and I have to say, you absolutely loved them. We had super busy shows yesterday with our Debbie Robinson. What I love about these is these are real mindful crafting. These are for people that really want to create that project from start to finish. They want to take their time. They want to use all those ink pads. They want to get really creative. But if you just want to do some stamping, if you just want to do some colouring, you've got that option as well. So I love that. So you can spend a whole morning really being creative with these, or you can just do a little bit of stamping, a little bit of colouring, make a quick Christmas card, and you've got that as well. Now, what comes with each of these individual? Now, you're getting this as a whole collection for £60.70 today, or $77.95. This is your die cut for your snow globe. Doesn't look too much. In fact, it looks like, you know, you know what, I never noticed that before. It looks so, I was just going to say, it looks like Santa with headphones on. Ah, I didn't see that. So you said that yesterday, and I've only just seen that because I see it on the camera. It does look like Santa Claus with headphones on. Yeah, I think we need to make a die, don't we, with that on. Now, what comes with that die is these. Now, this is a game changer, because being able to use this, use your stencil to create this shape inside. I mean, how beautiful is that? And you can see this isn't even die cut out, so you can die cut this out once you've inked through it. But also, I love the fact that you're getting the yin and the yang there, so you're getting the positive and the negative of all those stencils, that you can create all these beautiful backgrounds. I mean, how beautiful is that? So that's amazing. That's the part with the bauble, the snow globe. The next one is the actual bauble, which again, beautiful design. You're getting that to cut out, and then you're getting those stencils on top of there. And look how beautiful that is, having that stenciled ink through, which is absolutely incredible. So if you spend £40, did you say, Jamie? Oh, okay. So if you go for individuals up to £40, you'll get 10% off that price, which is really good. So if you just want to go for one of these sets and some of the stamps, you can do it that way as well. The best way to shop, though, is for that full collection and getting you're saving 15%, so £15 actually, and saving 20%, which is amazing. So those two. Then what you would do is you'd stamp into the centres of them. So let's have a look at some of these stamps. So this one is Home for the Holidays. What I love about these stamps is they are just the right amount of space to colour in. They're not going to take you too long to do. You can practice your colouring in them. These are great stamps to give to the kids as well, that they can make their own little Christmas cards, which are going to be incredible. Then we've got the Alpine Village, which is a beautiful one. And I actually think this one, especially with the church and the houses, can be used all year round. Really nice little stamp set. This one's got to be, well, it is one of my favourites, which is a festive bird stamp. I don't think there's nothing, apart from a Christmas tree, I don't think there's nothing else more festive than a red pillar box. I don't know why, but with a robin and a pillar box, they just look amazing. And then if you're someone that wants to do your silhouette stamping, we do have the Woodland Winter stamps. So this one is fabulous. Again, winter birthdays look incredible. Lovely little stamps that you can put on. So if you're not so keen on your colouring in and you just want to do something quite quickly, you can absolutely do that. We've got a Holy Night stamp. So if you want to go more traditional but still have those beautiful silhouette stamps, you can do that as well. Then we've got our last one, which is our Arctic Delights, which has got all your sort of polar bears and all your penguins and everything. So someone was saying about the penguins being a waddle of penguins yesterday. I didn't actually know that. Always hearing all the different ways of you can say about your animals. So you can grab all of those today. So you will get every single one of those, your stamps, your dies, your stencils, for all of the amazing price of £60.70 today. But if you did want to cherry pick and you wanted to just pick up to £40 worth of things, then you can get 10% off of that. Now, the next thing it's the first time I've seen this. Just going to go across, pop these back, and I'm going to bring something else in. Oh, can I just, Jamie, sorry going a bit off piece. I've just seen this on the shelf. I just want to bring the masket tape in as well, because yesterday we actually had the masket tape in for the first time ever. This is amazing, absolutely incredible. I'm hoping, because I've just bought it in because it was on the shelf, it's not sold out, so Jamie will let me know if it's on the show. But if you want to know more about that, just let me know. Just let me know if you want to know anything about it, because this is a game changer, which is amazing. Oh, it is part. So this comes with your Celebrate the Season. So sorry, didn't bring that in earlier. Just want to say about that. So do you know? So what how I explain this is, do you remember years ago, our stampers, we used to get post-it notes because they had a little sticky tab on the top of them. We used to stamp onto those and then cut our stamp image out and then use that to stick over the top because it was a bit sticky on that top. This is like having a giant post-it note, which means it's sticky on the whole sheet, which means you can die cut it, you can stamp onto it. It is super easy and amazing to have. I think we do that. You could just buy that on its own on the website, but you do get that with Celebrate the Season as well. So that's amazing. Now, the next thing I want, and I'm so happy to get my hands on it. I haven't got those samples. We've got a few samples actually on the shelf, which were obviously made yesterday. Let me grab them. And I'm not surprised they were winners of the day yesterday, because they are amazing. So I'll show you those in just a second. What you're getting here are beautiful. This one is your stamps and stencils. So really great one to have. Anyone that loves their Halloween and likes to be really creative, I love the fact that what you're getting in here, you're getting dies, you're getting stamps, you're getting stencils. I mean, absolutely incredible. So each pack of these offers you something a little bit different to get really creative. So absolutely amazing. And with all of those comes, is that all the prices? Wow, $34.96, which I think is amazing for this whole collection with what you get in here. So I'm actually going to just, as this one's open, I want to just show you what you're getting. I mean, you're getting all three for $34.97. Sorry to be so shocked at that, but that's amazing. So if I just bring that round, so you've got, and I didn't even think, look, an embossing folder as well as your stencils. That one, I mean, that's amazing. So you've got your little house there, your spooky house. You've got your embossing folder. You've got your stamp set there. I mean, that's amazing. And then you get that stencil as well. That's incredible. I can't believe you're getting all three sets. And each set set comes with a different combination of these, what we've just shown you. So let's pop those to the side. So you're getting all of those three. Let me just pop those together. You're also getting the paper pad as well, thrown in. I feel like I don't even feel like you're having to pay for that. That's incredible value. So if you love your Halloween, let's have a quick flick through. 32 sheets in here, and it looks like, yep, double-sided. It's amazing. It's the first time I've seen this. Look at them papers. I love them. Beautiful designs, scenery designs as well, fun designs. You can be really creative with these. If you're having a Halloween party, if you like to just do your trick-or-treating and you want to put a little card or a gift tag in your little bags that you do for trick-or-treating, that's going to be an absolute must-have. But look at these. I mean, beautiful. Look at them go. Look at that ghost face. That's amazing. I'm assuming there's stamps that you get in there to create those. I need this collection. I think I'm going to go and buy this collection afterwards. I absolutely love it. And look at that, where we were looking at those houses in the background. Look how amazing they look. These are that die, that one we were looking at, that ghost, the faces on. Oh, these are brilliant. I'm not surprised. That was so busy yesterday. You absolutely loved it. And I'm not surprised because you're getting all of that, and that's incredible value at $34.96 or $48.80, which is amazing. So go for that one if you want to, and you will get an amazing deal there, and you'll be crafting to your Halloween heart's content. Right, I do want to bring our gatefolds in because these are our really intricate dies, and they cut beautifully. I love the simplicity of these. You literally just line them up to your card, full instructions. We'll be showing these later on to show you how they work. These are our decorative gatefold dies. You are getting 48 dies in here. You're saving 35% today. This is the best ever price that we've ever done at Crafters TV, which is amazing. £57 today or $76. 45 £45 in the club. Amazing if you're a platinum member, which is incredible. Right, we're going to let you just have a sort of take in, have a breather of everything that we've got on the show because it was amazing. And we're going to have a little look at our unsung hero. And actually, I'm going to listen to this one because Tracy is our unsung hero. She never likes to be caught on camera, so I'm actually shocked they've just told me there's a video with her in it. Have a look at this.
My unsung hero has to be Tracy. I'm going to give a little shout out to our Tracy.
I think if I had to nominate somebody, I'd probably go with Tracy.
Because Tracy keeps me fully supplied with cups of tea whenever I'm working here. She always finds me the things that I've lost, and she's always great to be around.
Sort of get involved with our sample library, which is massive. It's where all the samples are kept, all nice and neatly, all labelled up. And part of their job is to get the necessary samples out for the shows that we do every day, get them all ready and prepared, often display them, tidy them away again, pop them back in the sample library, and that takes an inordinate amount of time.
They literally are the cogs that keep us working, and I don't think a lot of people realise just what they do for us in terms of getting everything show ready so that we can come in, get ready and be relaxed to go on air and do those kind of things.
So that is just a small part of what they do, you know, as well as being floor managers during the shows, getting us any products that we need, and most importantly, bringing the coffee.
Everybody on screen knows I make everybody's tea with coffee.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
So what are you waiting for? I love seeing our Tracy on there. I know she won't like seeing that, but she is our unsung. Oh, she's nodding no to me out through the window. It was really nice to see her, and nice for you guys to see Tracy in the background and what she does, because she is so helpful. The whole team are, which are amazing. Just having a little look, and a couple of people. So Lynn has said, because we were asking about if people have met up or have they become good friends on our social, and Lynn is saying that Lil J Crafts and I have met up at the Chesterfield store and are going to meet up again to see our Debbie Robinson. Oh, that's amazing. She will absolutely love that. And Sarah Brown has said that's what she loves about Crafters Companion and Crafters TV. It's the friends that you meet and enjoy, and the chatting. She said that she's made many wonderful friends through Crafters TV, and meeting some of the team is an exciting part of being on the show. They are so lovely and make you feel so welcome. Yeah, we hope we do, because that is definitely our aim. Michelle's joined us today. She said that she needs some of the water reactive inks because she'd love to play with them. You won't be sorry, and all I can say is be prepared to come back and want more, because once you've had a double in them, you'll want more of those colours. And then yeah, lots of people are saying they've got what our riddle is. We will be telling you our riddle again in just a little bit. And Sarah's saying that, yeah, you've got to love Tracy. She is an absolute gem. She truly is. We love our Tracy. She does go above and beyond, and we're very lucky to have her at Crafters TV, as we are everyone out there. Now, the next thing I want to show you is something that's quite quirky. We've got our punny stamps. So, you know, all those sort of sentiments that you want to say a funny punny sort of thing. We've got stamps to show that, which are incredible. I love these. I just think there's something very sweet about them. There's lots of great designs in them. They're funny, they're quirky. This one's a great one, literally your bar humbug, which is incredible. It's penguining to look like a lot like Christmas. My daughter would love that one. She absolutely loves penguins. Baby, it's cold outside. Alpaca my scarf. That's very funny. Oh, I love this one. Happy Christmas, which is brilliant. And funny enough, I was just talking earlier to our Caitlin, who's on socials, and we was talking about names and nicknames that people give you and sort of take the mickey out of almost. And my maiden name is Pearson, and I don't know why, but I was always called Peapod. So that reminded me that that would be good for me and my brother as well. So perhaps I'll send him a Christmas card with that on. But I'm just going to show you a few samples. Look at this. I mean, if you ever wanted some fun Christmas cards to send someone, these are definitely the ones for you. We all know that bar humbug person, don't we? I mean, that's just brilliant. Humpug. How did I not get that? I'm just saying bar humbug. Humpug. He was named Elvis Pugley yesterday. Do you know what? I have to say, we do have the best crafters out there who give the best names to them. Yeah, I love that. Absolutely beautiful design. That penguin is just very, very cute. Baby, it's cold outside. I'll pack my scarf. Absolutely brilliant. But I do love the Happy Pea Christmas. I think that is probably my favourite, which I don't know why, because another thing about me is I don't like peas. Yeah, it's penguining. I can't get my face around that. I can't get my teeth around that. But yeah, these are beautiful. You're getting all of those, which is amazing, for £14.97 today. So really good price on those, and you'll love them. Just being creative, being able to stamp, colour them with whatever medium. In fact, grab some of them. Grab the craft vault, and then you can be colouring them in all those different mediums, which will be amazing. Right, scenes of lights. Now you're probably thinking, why do we call these scenes of light stamps? When the product development popped these together, what they were saying was that these can be used with your string of lights. So you can create things, you can create projects with these, and then use your string of lights on the inside, which will look incredible. I've just seen the price of these. Jamie, have we got that right? right, £33, £26.40 if you're a platinum. I mean, that's amazing. 29 elements. Yeah, I think the light of this is like amazing. Oh, wow. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's have a quick look at these. These are Crafters TV exclusive, was you saying then, Jamie? Wise Men of Light. So you can't buy this anywhere else. So that's what we're saying, exclusive to Crafters TV. That's the Nativity of Light. So I think this is the Wise Men of Light. So this one is the exclusive one. So you can only get this on Crafters Companion. £33, that's incredible. $39 if you are in the US. Love this one, Rooftops of Light. Beautiful designs. What you can see is how much dyes you're getting for each one of these, which is so much, creating beautiful back scenes, backdrops. You can have these layered up. Think of all your diorama cards that you could be creating with these, all your layered up cards, your aperture cards, your stepper cards, so many different ones. We're going to be showing you exactly how you use these in our 6 p.m. show later on today. I love this one. So this one is our Fairies of Light. So absolutely beautiful, gorgeous designs. You can be using these together, apart, on their own, however you want to use them. Colour them in however you want them. I love this fairy one. This is literally like that everyday one that you can use in so many different ways. And also with lots of the paper pads that we do have throughout Crafters Companion, which is amazing. Right, next. The wheels. I have to be honest, until last week when they said I'm going to be doing these, I'd not done these before, and I had to teach myself how to do them. But actually it took me one attempt. They were super easy, and I'm going to show you just how easy they are, because absolutely amazing. Great price point on these today, £32 or $44, $25.60 if you're in the club, which is incredible. You're getting 73 elements in here. Now, a quick rundown of how these work. You are getting our stamp sets missing there, but these are the stamps that stamp out. What I love about these is the simplicity. This is your main wheel, gives you the center point. The only thing you would need to buy extra for these are your little split pins, just to use to make that wheel rotate. But you can see on here, all these just turn round and create all your different, so you can stamp the same, or you can stamp all different ones in the side there. So all your different messages that you can see up here, the way they line up is very simple and amazing. This wheel you definitely need. Now, you don't have to go for these individual. You're getting all of these for £32 today. So this is your main wheel that you'll create everything with. And then on top of that, we've got our extra pieces. So these bits, so if I can show you this bit here, this bit is your opening, can you see? Then our next one here, this one is the speech bubble. So you create with this one. So it gives you the different amounts that you can put on. Never want to. So I tell you what's happened, Jamie. So Jamie's saying we're always having trouble. They haven't put foam pads behind there. If you put foam pads, and I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, really beautiful. And this one I love. We're going to be making this one in the show later on today, which is the sweet treats. So you've got these ones here again. So you just move them to where you want that extra word put in there, and you can just reveal all those words. We've then got, they look like blocks of cheese. It's making me hungry, actually. It looks like a wedge of cheese. Love this one. So heart one, and these all go with that design. You get that die to line up with those, and honestly, it's very simple how you do it. You absolute star. Beautiful. Again, all these different wordings that you can do. You can put all the same wording in, or you can put different. The choice is yours, which I absolutely love. We've got our dreamy cloud. I love this one. I think if anyone has ambitions, anyone's got a new job, I think that's a really great one to add all those extra stamps to, and just have that reveal. There's something very different about these, very quirky, something that we haven't done before. So I think these are a great design. And then you've got that balloon one as well. Now remember, you're getting all of those included. That's loads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 extra packs of die cuts and stamps, as well as your actual worker die, which is amazing. For today's price is £32. I think that's probably the best price we've ever had as well, which is amazing. Right. Hero tool. Our hero tool today is our Tote, our tool selection, poke tool, low-tack tape, paper, pad, scissors that are all included. So that's just down here. Is this the one, Jamie? No, what am I, where am I looking? It's not, it's, yeah, let's show it first and then I'll see what we, oh, that is that one. It just, and the reason I questioned it, because I'm not sure if it's got every, oh yes, it has, it is this one, it is this one. Look at this bag, how cute is this? We do lots of different totes, which is why I was a little bit confused which one. This is a great one because if I just show you how big this is, look how much space you've got inside there. I mean, tons and tons of space. What I also love, it's got these really big pockets at the side as well, so you can keep lots of storage in. It's got your pockets at the front, so again, I love the way that they're sort of angled, so you can actually have things in them and they're not going to fall out. If I turn it round, you've got a beautiful zip pocket on here as well, so keeping everything in there and on there. So, I mean, that's tons of storage. I love this because I think if you are someone that's a sewer or a knitter, you could keep your knitting needles in there, or your pins, your needles, everything. All these sections are Velcro. So this one, for instance, if I don't want that compartment to be in two, I can just shut that down and I've got one really big compartment. You get all of this, but also all the goodies inside. So the first one we're going to be looking at is our poke tools. Set of two, amazing. You know that you use them for everything, and if you're like me, you end up putting them somewhere and never find them, so always stock up on your poke tools. We're then popped inside our 3 low-tack tape. Again, another credible design because they come with the dispenser, so they're ready to use straight away. Our low-tack tape is quite strong. It's a brilliant one to use for so many different things. On top of that, I can't believe we've put scissors in here. We've got our little snips. I mean, how incredible is that? These little snips are going to go for everything through from your in the kitchen to your craft room, into the office. Great for sewing, so all your embroidery threads, all your little threads going to be great for. And then I feel like we've just treated you really, popping in one of our enchanted, I'll say one of ours, this is Sarah's Enchanted Dreams paper pad, 6x6, beautiful one, this one. This has ones where you can use them direct as toppers like here, or your lovely papers in the background. They are double-sided, 6x6, beautiful script. You've got that unicorn on there, and you've got florals on there, rainbows, absolutely stunning. That is such a pretty paper pad. One of the nicest that Sarah's bought us, I think, in one of her signature collections. So absolutely amazing. So you are getting that paper pad, your 3 reels, your little snips and your pokey tools all today for the amazing price of $42.98 or $53.90. That's a great little offer. Great little offer, that one, which I absolutely love. So you want to, you definitely want to go for that one. Right, let's pop that one to the side. I feel like we've got loads of things, and I'm looking now for our vellums, and I can't see them here. Let's have a look. No, I can't see them in front of me, Jamie. So we're just going to mention these. So we've got our vellum pads. Now these were hugely popular yesterday. We've got the most amazing designs with these. Each pad offers you a different size, and then you've got your different wording. The foil on these is in gold and silver and black. So you are getting all those different designs. Beautiful effects on there, and they're ready to go. So as soon as you have your card, you can pop them inside your card, whether it be a 5x7, whether it be a 4x6. You've got all those different sizes in there. There's 24 sets, 24 vellum inserts in each one of those pads. £15. I would go for multiples of those because that's quite amazing. Or $25 a day, only £12 platinum price, which is absolutely incredible. Now we're going to recap on that riddle. Now lots of you have got it. I'm just going to look on social. Lots of you have been saying that you've got what they are. Lots of you saying about how lovely Tracy is and seeing her, which is great. The P card looks like underwear. Yeah, the piece looks like they're in their underwear. Certainly does, yeah, absolutely. And Karen is saying that Colleen and Kim have formed a crafty group that meet once a month, and they take turns in planning what they're going to make. There's 6 members now. That's amazing. Right, we're going to have another look at our riddle. So here's our riddle if you didn't see it earlier. I dance on a Saturday under the disco light. My foxtrot, tango and jive brightens everyone's night. My crafty counterparts know how to put on a show, but when it comes to crafting, she's the... what am I? Now, if you think you know what it is, just type that into our box at the top, our search engine box at the top of our website, and you will find quite a nice little discount there. So just go and have a look. Now, take a look at this, because next up we're going to be seeing what Jodie's got in store for us with those beautiful memory books. I was going to say boxes, books, memory books. Here you go.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Oh gosh, this is a toughie because there's a lot of core products that we do, and can I have more than one? Because the one for me is the Ultimate Pro. The Ultimate Pro is just an amazing piece of equipment, a core product that I can't live without, because I can make all my card blanks from it. And when I mean card blanks, I mean my bases from all sorts of different shapes and sizes, envelopes on there, bow making on there, different shape cards on there. It literally is the tool that keeps on giving and giving. So for me, that's one of the core products that I can't live without. And if the second one was in there, it would be definitely any of the machines from the Gemini family.
Our craft experts come from all over the UK to HQ up in the northeast, and here they are telling you a little bit about where they're from and what it's famous for.
I'm originally from London, so Stoke Newington I was born and bred, and loved London. I mean, I love London now. Something really magical about being in the capital. Grew up in Norfolk, loved it. The countryside, the scenery, it was very green and just beautiful and picturesque. I now live in Bedford, which is brilliant for work and life, because I feel like Bedford is sort of central to all these places around us, so I get to see so many different places. It's just great to be there.
So I live in Barnsley. It's and I say a town, it's a town in South Yorkshire. And South Yorkshire's a gorgeous place. Barnsley in particular, I love. It gets a lot of flack, but it's a really beautiful, picturesque place to live, especially because there's lots of green places around there, lots of lovely parks and things like that, but it is a gorgeous place to live. Elthicke, neighbouring village to us, which is just full of history, and I love going there ever such a lot. Famous, what's it famous for? Oh, the most famous thing I can think of is a film called Kes. A local author called Barry Hines, who lived in Oyland Common, made a very famous film called Kes that is well known from where I am, and actually filmed literally around the corner from where I live.
Oh, isn't it nice just meeting the team for you guys and just hearing a little bit about our lives, which is great. But actually, we want to draw it all back now. We're going to be looking at someone else's life. We're going to be looking in the life of Tonic, and that is our lovely Jodie. Hi, Jodie. Welcome back.
Oh, we're going to play.
Going to play. That's the best thing, isn't it, about crafting? So we're going to be taking a look. Jodie's going to be running us through all the things that she loves about these memory books. These are literally Jodie's babies. So if you want them, then snap them up because they are amazing. And remember that education is out there, as Jodie will tell us all about as we go through the show. The first one we're going to be looking at is our memory book number 1. Now, I love this, and Jodie will be talking more about this because what you've got here is beautiful dies to create beautiful memories. Jodie was showing just a few samples earlier on, and she's got lots more for us as well. The versatility of these is insane. There is so much you can do with the dies, and I've just looked at just a couple of samples. First of all, I'm going to show you these ones. Now, these are $29.99 today. Beautiful creations. What I love about anything memory like these is that you can use all your own papers that's in your stash. You can be creative with them, with whatever dies you want to pop inside them. But I love the fact that you can make all of these, but also have to shout out for this card, being able to get creative with your card making as well. That's what we love, isn't it, Jodie? Being able to bring those different creative dies into different projects.
Absolutely. So in your main bundle, you've got your 22 dies, okay? You've got your, what we call the page creators, and then you've also got your matte and layers in there as well. So when we're looking at the packet, the smaller one is your actual book creator, and that's going to give you 5 different size books, okay? You've then got what essentially is just a blooming good set of nesting dies. Yeah. All those different sizes all the way down will work in conjunction with your book, or as Debbie's shown you, who remembers the old book of tricks from the Glitter Girls?
Oh yes, I remember that. My mum had one. She used to make me one every year.
Yeah, and you used to be able to make the little folded cards that look like a book. Well, you can do that with these dies just by simply, if I turn that over, can you see how we've put the score line down either side there, and then that is going to create your book. So maybe it's a confirmation. It could have a lovely little photo at the side, little verse, but, you know, put it on a little easel, you've then got your cards. But using them both together, you're going to be able to use them for your book covers. So when we look at the actual books, your dies are going to create your base core book, and then you are going to decorate it however you want. So this is your largest size. So as we go through here, you can see that we've got all our different flips and our flaps inside of these books. So maybe you've got patterned papers, maybe you've got different photographs. You can see how all these have all got all interaction going all the way through. Now these books have got many air miles on them, okay? They've been round the world so many times in my suitcases, but look, they're still absolutely perfect. Now, a lot of questions that were asked. What card weight? 300 GSM, okay? To construct your main book, your best weight is a heavy duty card because that's going to keep everything together. The other things were asked is what other equipment do we need? Very limited equipment is needed, okay? So if I just bring in the stuff that you're going to need to be able to do these, and it's all stuff as a card maker you'll already have. So, a scoreboard. Most of us have already got scoreboards. In my opinion, the super trimmer, because the super trimmer allows us to do internal cuts, okay? An embossing tool, a pair of scissors, and some good old red liner tape, and that is all you're going to need to be able to put these books together, okay? So, let me take all of those away. Do you want to have a look at the super trimmer? Because the super trimmer is brilliant, it really is. Yeah, should we have a look at the super trimmer?
Yeah, absolutely, Jodie. I think you're right. We used to do one of these at Crafters Companion, so we used to do a trimmer like this. So we don't do one anymore. So actually, I'm really pleased that you do one as a company, because it's a great way, like you say, internal shape cutting is sometimes a must, especially for all your different card concepts.
Yeah. Now, we've done this in different colours, okay? We've done it with an orange version at the top here. It came with an orange cutting blade. We've done it with a navy blue line here that came with a navy blue blade. The one that I believe that you've got there, Debbie, is actually the grey version. Is that right?
Oh, yes. This looks posh.
Yeah.
Looks a bit
so
posh,
Debbie's got the latest and the greatest with the grey line in there.
I was trying to model that and I wasn't doing it very well. I wasn't wearing it well, was I?
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is the main board itself is still exactly the same. So regardless of whether you've got the blue board, the grey board, the orange board, all your blades will still fit every single board.
Oh, that's good to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The colour doesn't matter, yeah? As you can see, I've got the blue board with a grey cutter in there. Equally so, I could have, come on, let's have you out. I found a spare packet, look, in my stash at home. I could equally so have the orange cutter in there.
And then literally just slot in the top like that?
Absolutely,
wow.
they do. Now, your board actually comes with a cutter and a scoring tool. But if you've got them both in, you can't cut all the way down to the bottom or all the way to the top, okay? So what I always do is I take out, let me take that one out, one, so that then I can still cut. If I turn that way around, you'll be able to see it better on camera. I can cut all the way down to the very ends of there, okay? Now it all folds up completely flat, but it does extend. You've got two little noggins at the top here. You press those noggins and out will come your extension bar at the top and also at the bottom there as well. So you've got that nice solid platform for your 12 by 12 cardstock in there. You do have the measurements, top, middle and bottom, so that you can use it either or. So are you right-handed or are you left-handed? That's entirely up to you. At the moment, if I was left-handed, I'd use it that way round, but I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use it that way round, okay? Because I like to have all my measurements coming out to the left. Now, it does have measurements at the other side of your cutting line. And this here is so important. This bit here allows us to do those internal cuts. So if I take a piece of cardstock, first of all, I am going to take out my scoreboard. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to divide this up now, okay? So let's take that cardstock, let's come in at 10 centimetres there. I'm going to flip it round and I'm going to come down that side at 10 centimetres as well, okay? So this is going to give us our wee little trifold card. But we all know that if we divide the card 10, 10, 10, you've always got that extra little bit, okay? So we're going to bring in the trimmer now, and I'm just going to trim down that side so that it folds all nice and flush in that middle segment there. I can cut up and I can also cut down because there's a V blade inside here. So if I just hold that up, can you see that the little blade is just in the centre there?
Oh yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, and you've got a cutting edge on both sides. So you can cut up and you can also cut down. Now one of the bonuses are, at either side here, you've got little teeth coming out of both sides. And that actually dictates exactly where your cutting blade is. So, when I take now my trifold card, I'm going to make that into an aperture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my score line, let me just bring that down a bit so you can get it on camera. I'm going to bring my score line over this side by 2 centimetres. And I'm going to put that on the 2 centimetre line. I'm going to bring in my noggin to my 2 centimetre on my ruler. I'm going to push it in, and I'm going to bring it down 2 centimetres shy of the bottom of the card, and I can see exactly where the measurements are with the noggins on my ruler.
Oh, I think I need one of these, Jodie.
I'm going to turn it round. I'm going to put that back in. I'm going to put it back in on my cut line, because I can see my cut line, and I'm going to come 2 centimetres over on that side. And I'm working my way around. So score line, 2 centimetres over, in on that cut line, down 2 centimetres shy to the bottom of the card, flip it round, level it up again, 2 centimetres at that side.
It doesn't even look like you're putting any pressure on it.
No. Take it round that side, and what you're going to end up with is
amazing.
That amazing trifold card that we can then put our elements inside. So you've made that frame. You know, I had this piece of kit before I even started working from Tonic Studios, because I used to do a lot of little hand embroidery tapestries. I'm not the neatest sewer on the back of my embroideries. Let's face it, you're supposed to tie it off and then start another colour. I just like sort of transferred it across the back, yeah? So to have a trifold card allowed me to be able to hide all my stitch lines behind. And when I'm doing that, you know, for Christmas, great, I could always find red and green trifold cards.
Yep.
But in the summer, trying to find a trifold card in pink, lilac, yellow,
yep,
it's like looking for hen's teeth. You can't find them. So you're able to now cut those interiors on these boards. And this is why this board is so important for a memory book, because it allows us to do the internal cuts that you can't do on a normal guillotine, because your guillotine would cut the whole thing off. It wouldn't allow you to have these little brackets at either side.
And a perfect cut.
Absolutely.
Yeah, amazing, amazing bit of kit. Right, so going back to our memory books with our layering and base creator collection, you're getting 22 elements in this for $29.99 today, or $43.49. If you're a platinum member, you're getting that for $23.99. And I believe, Jodie, you're going to show us exactly how these work.
I do, and it's so easy. Okay. Now, these were a brainstorm of mine many years ago. I was actually using a set of dies in my dreams. Yeah, the brain never switches off. And in my dreams, I was making a memory book. I used to make memory books by scratch, and it used to drive me absolutely crackers. The amount of missed scores, miscuts, and that is you lose the enjoyment, because you want to get into that decorating, you want to get into making that gift for that friend, rather than the actual book itself. And that's where these dies take that hard work away, because these dies only cut on 3 sides. So you can see where this large section of metal is, there's no cut line there. It only cuts on the 3 sides, okay? So if I just tape that down, and I'm going to run that through the machine. I'm going to try my best not to make fridge magnets this time, because I do tend to make a good old fridge magnet with this machine. So let's run that one through.
Well, they would be very pretty fridge magnets
It'd
anyway.
make a lovely fridge magnet, yeah? So what you're going to see is it's only cut on 3 sides. Now, your book dies themselves also have a little bit of detail. It has little stitch lines in there as well. So let's take that out of there. And what you're going to see, when I take that die away, can you see how it's still anchored in at that side? And that's important, because it allows us to have a long little arm here, so we can dictate how many pages we're going to put in our book. We can make it as thick as we want.
So actually, Jodie, that makes a lot of sense to me, because I was looking at this sample that you were showing earlier and thinking how well you had so much flip and flap inside one page.
Yes.
I was wondering how you determined how thick that could be. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
now.
So let's cut another one so that we can actually make this book up. I've already cut all the other ones. Okay, so with this one, you can see that you can get 2 of them on an A4 sheet. And remember, for your books, about 300 GSM is better okay, because it's going to hold up. So let's take that one away. So I've now got what essentially is my pages or my book covers, okay? And this is where the super trimmer comes into its own, okay? So if I bring my super trimmer back, this is why I say to you it's such a brilliant piece of kit, okay? Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it off that surplus cardstock. You can see how your die does cut down. I've got my hand behind it, a slight little line. So let's cut off all that surplus. So all we're ending up with is that bit there. And this is where the super trimmer is superb, because all I'm going to do is I'm going to line up that little line and I'm going to bring my blade up. Now if I was using a guillotine, it'd chop off all the other bits. And I don't want to chop off my fancy bits, I want to keep my fancy bits, yeah? So let's do the other side. Let me just turn that one round and bring that one into there so we can cut that one. Just centralise it, drop my blade in and cut it off. It leaves all these fancy little bits on the side. Now, even if you can't see where you want it to cut, if you place it and you centralise it with your ruler, there's a gap in there, you can centralise it in there, and then you can come in and just chop that bit off. Yeah, so there's many different ways of centralising that line. As long as it's central in that little ruler line, it's going to cut it absolutely perfect. Okay, so that's two. So all we're going to do now is we're going to speed up and we're going to whiz down all these little bits. Now I've purposely not cut all these out so that you can see how long it actually takes to make a book. Because I think that's the important bit. Do we make it by hand or do we make it with the dies? And you can see now how easy it's going to be. So I'm going to make a 3-page book. Okay, and this is your 300 GSM card, so it's nice and thick. You can hear the wave as we go through here. So we've taken away all those bits. So I'll try and be tidy, which I'm not normally. I'm grabbing a bit. I don't
You're
normally
the opposite to me, Jodie. We've just had Vellum from Southampton, and she's saying, Jodie, thank you so much for your or your YouTube channel. She said she has learnt so much from there.
Yeah, you know, if you've never made a memory book before, get yourself onto Facebook and go and have a look for Making Memories with Jodie. There is literally 12,000 of you on there making these books, sharing ideas, telling each other how you can improve. You know, a lady put on there the other day, I've made this memory book, really like it, but what am I missing? I'm missing something. It doesn't feel finished, you know? And people are going on and saying, well, maybe you could add this. Maybe you could add that.
Nice.
Another lady put a video up and put some absolutely amazing clasps on it. Everyone's like, where'd you get those clasps from? Yeah, so
exactly.
They're all sharing their ideas of where and how they can make things, where they're getting their imagery from, you know, all those wee little ideas as we go along, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I've got my cover, I'm going to make my pages. Where your die is, here, is actually going to give you a deboss line. Yeah, can you see how it's like made the card a little bit shiny there?
Yep,
yeah,
we can see that.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the way down that side there so that I've got a basic core shape. So what I do is I bring that in and I'm going to put my dotty line either side of my little cut line and cut it off. So it's going to complete the shape, okay? And because we're going to do a 3-page book, I need 6 of those because I need one for the left and one for the right. So I'm going to bring that in. I'm going to bring that just over the line there so I can just see it underneath my ruler and cut it. So that's the next one. And then let's just take that bit off of there so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm going to come into that side as well, level it all up so it's nice and level, and cut that one. Give Jodie a what? What's what? Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
they thought you had made a fridge magnet. No, not this time.
Not this
Jodie's been
time.
good this time.
I've learned my lesson. So I just make my sandwich a little bit different to what crafters actually tell you to do it.
Well, actually, it's weird, Jodie, because the way you use it is how it tells you in our manuals, funny enough.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's us that don't do it the right way. And the reason being, so anyone that's new to us, Jodie's on about our Gemini machine and the platforms you need to do your die cutting. What we normally say is, because we always think of someone buying the machine as a beginner crafter, your magnetic sheet holds your dies into place, which is so good. And then you place your card on the top and then your rest of your platforms. But sometimes, and we've all done it, I've done it multiple times, we've put our die the wrong way round, and instead of cutting through your cardstock, it's cut down into your magnet shim, and created fridge magnets. So we now just use it as a shim, not to cut onto, but just so we don't do that, because we've all done it so many times. You find your own way, don't you?
You
with a
do.
machine?
So the way that I use the Gemini, correctly or wrongly, I don't know, but this is the way that I use it. I've got my plastic sheet at the bottom. I've then got the metal sheet in there. I've then got the magnet, and then I've got my two
Oh
cutting
no, so
plates.
you do it different as well.
Yeah. Like with every die cutting machine, as long as you've got the plates in there, it doesn't really matter which way round you stack them.
Yep.
As long as you've not got a floppy one on the bottom.
Exactly.
Yeah, say a rubber, like our tangerine machine has got an embossing rubber, never put that on the bottom, because if you put that on the bottom and then through the machine, it'll get tangled up onto your roller. As long as you've got a hard surface at the bottom and a hard surface at the top, as long as you've got the plates in there, it really doesn't matter which combination you put them in, it will still work. Okay, so
Christine Mahoney has just said she's just joined your group. So there you go, new people already. And actually it's great, isn't it, Jodie? Because as we were saying earlier, having that education afterwards is vital, isn't it?
We all learn from each other. You know, there's never a silly question. If you don't know the answer, how many other people don't know the answer? Yeah, it may be something really, really simple. It may be something really complicated. Just ask. There's always somebody there. Okay. So as I say, we're going to do a 3-page book. So that's 1 set of pages, 2 sets of pages, 3 sets of pages, but my inside cover is exactly the same as my pages. I've cut the ends off. And what that is going to give me now is 2 that have got these extra little bits on the side. Okay, so this is where my scoreboard comes in, because as I say, you can make this bit here as wide or as short as you want, depending on how many pages you put in your book. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scoreboard, I'm going to bring this up, I'm going to level it up, and I'm going to come down the line that the actual die is left behind. So when I fold that, you see it's going to just come across and start to give me the beginning of my book. And I'm going to do the same on the other side now as well. Just straight down that score line, fold it over, and if I joined that onto there, you could instantly see where that book is going to begin. Yeah, but we also do a spine die, which is in the other bundle. Okay, in the second bundle that we've got on the show, you've also got the spine die. Now the spine die will work with all of your memory books. It doesn't matter whether it's memory book 1 all the way through to I think we're on about memory book 19 now. This will work with all of them. And this is going to give you that professional finish inside your book. So what it's going to do is going to give you the uprights. Somewhere I have a little board with it on. Here we go. It's going to make your uprights that allow your pages to turn in your book. Okay? So the way to do this is on a lighter weight cardstock. Please don't try this on a 300 GSM because it will not work. You need a lighter weight cardstock. So this here is Craft Perfect, and this is Tonic's cardstock. This is actually a 216 GSM, and this is a perfect weight to make your spines from. It holds its shape, it allows you to crease absolutely perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that Craft Perfect, and I'm going to take my wee spine die, and I'm going to place it just on the top there. You can get 3 spines out of a sheet of 8A4, okay? I'm going to run that now through the machine, and this is going to give you all your score lines in exactly the right place. But what it's also going to do is give you the indentations of where to put your adhesive. So let's take that away. Just ease that out of there. Let's get rid of those in a minute. So what it's going to do is going to cut. There we go. We can see all those wee little score lines.
Yep, we can see them
on there. Now, if we come in really closely, there's little dots in there as well. Now, those dots indicate where to put your adhesive to stick this together. So it's dot to dot, then you're literally going to stick it. Okay, but you can make this as big or as small as you want, so you can add more onto there depending on how many pages you want. But as I say, we're going to make 3 pages, so I only need 3 of these. But so that I'm not wasting it, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to size this to the size that I want it. So when I'm making my spine, I like my spine to be hidden inside my pages. I don't like to see the spine. I like it hidden. So what I do is I come in 1/4 of an inch from either side and put my score line. Because then that is the right size for me to be able to hide that behind my pages. Of course I'd keep that for another spine. But this bit here is what I need. So I'm going to take my high tack now, I'm going to flip that over, and I can still see my dots from the back side. And I'm just going to go through and add my tape onto one side of those wee little dots. So there we have that. So before I take the backs off of them, I'm going to go through and I'm going to reinforce all my score lines now. So I go through and I do my dot to dot first, and then I'm literally going to do my other ones the other way round. So just go through and bend your other lines the other way, because they're going to make your valleys and your mountains. So now when I come in and take away my red liner, I'm doing dot to dot, and that is going to give me my upright for my first page. The next one, dot to dot, upright for my next page. And then the next one, dot to dot, upright for my next page. So you can see now how you've got those uprights, which you're going to connect your pages to. Now, when you're doing this and you're doing a long one, for instance, can you see at the moment how that is wanting to curl? I like to be able to put mine in my book when they're flat, because otherwise, if you're doing a long one, you can get in a little bit of a sticky mess. So what I do is I take some more high tack. I mean, you could be using wet adhesive. If you want to use wet adhesive, that's entirely up to you. There's no right or wrong, okay? And I'm just going to put my tape onto there. I'm going to take my tape away and I stick that to a flat piece of cardstock. So I'm just going to come into the corner there and I'm just going to place that onto that corner, unroll it so that it's now sat flat. So let's just come in, trim that off of there, and that there is your spine. Now that is going to go inside my book now, which is going to come and sit inside there absolutely perfectly. If I'd done this on the sheet of A4 cardstock on the length, then this could be nice and long, and therefore I could add 6, 8 pages into there. But if you do it on the width of your A4, it will take a 3-page spine. So let's go ahead and add this into my actual book.
Such a nice idea that you can make it whatever size, like to make it fatter or thinner, isn't
Absolutely. And let's face it, you know, that depends on, is it a baby book? Yeah, maybe it's a travel journey. If it's a travel journal, you've got all those little pictures from the tourist board that you've picked up, all those maps of the trails and different things like that. So really, you could dictate how many pages you were doing at the end. You could make all your pages to begin with, and then decide, right, so now I know how many pages I need to put in my book, and make your book the last thing. So all we're going to do now is I'm going to take my adhesive, place my adhesive on there, oops, and stick that directly over the top of that one. So now I've got my front cover, my back cover ready to go. I've got my double thickness of card here, so I've got a 600 GSM on that spine. So what we're going to do now is we need to reinforce our internal pages. So that's where these two are going to come in. So I'm going to run my adhesive all the way around those edges. And I'm going to stick my front cover into there. So that's now making that a 600 GSM on that front cover. Going to do the same.
Yeah, great rigidity you then get, don't you, in your actual book, which is going to last you, actually, if you look after it, a lifetime.
Absolutely. You know, a normal die, a base core shape die, will happily cut through a 300 to 350. Detailed dies, forget it. But a base core shape, like a circle or square, will cut through a 300, 350 with no problem whatsoever. So you've now got the front and the back cover, but this is where you can start to change things up and mix things up, because we need to adhere our pages to our actual book itself. Now, you could use wet glue, hot glue, you decide. My glue of choice is actually the red liner, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to put the red liner on these sides here. I'm just going to change to the broad one, because I like the broad one inside my pages. So let's bring the other one in. Stick that one. And you do need the tape on all of them, okay? Because obviously they're going to back onto each other. So let's just go through and add all those wee little pages so they're all nice and sticky and ready to go. So nearly there, the last one coming up. Here we go. And this is now where you've got decisions, okay? So, do you want a top-loading book, a side-loading pocket? What am I going on about? So, let me find a book. So, trying to find a book. There we go. This one's got some in. So, can you see how you can load your pockets at the front? Yeah? That's great. Absolutely brilliant if that's what you want to do. But what you can also do is, I'm trying to find I think you've got one, Debbie, there that's got oh no, I've got one here. It's a different shaped one, but can you see how I've got internal pockets inside my pages? So the way to achieve that is when you're sticking your actual pages in your book. So stick your first one on. So I take my tape off and I'm going to offer it up to my spine. So I'm going to make sure that it's nice and level, offer it up and stick it to my spine and fold it flat. Now what I want to do is I want to have a top loading pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put adhesive on this edge here. I'm just going to put the adhesive on that side there. So when I stick this in, level it to the top. As long as the top is level, the bottom will follow suit. When that's dry, I'm going to have a top loading pocket that I can put my flips and flaps in. Yeah? So
I love that idea. I like a secret pocket.
I do. But it's also nice to put your little cinema tickets in.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
your stubs from, I don't know, the cable car.
Yep.
Yeah.
Theatres, you literally, I mean, it's endless, isn't it? The things that we collect, whether it be sort of your receipts or your concert tickets and things like that. I love the whole concept of these and being able to put them together, which you're really making it very simple. And in fact, Jodie, we've just had someone say that you made the memory books look so simple. Val is saying she has the memory books and the set and she absolutely loves it. And Cindy is saying that she loves your explanation. It is truly helpful. And then Michelle is saying that she loves the shape of this one as well.
Yeah, there's nothing hard about it. If you just take your time and take it slow, then you can't go wrong at all. So that one, the first page that we put in was a top loader. That one is going to be a side loader. It's going to come in from the side. So this one we'll do is another top loader. So we can come around those sides there. Always line up your top before you stick your bottom in. And press that one in. But can you see now, when I hold this up, you can't actually see your spine. Your spine is actually encapsulated inside those pages. So it's going to give you that absolute top-notch quality of your book. They're literally in between those two pages. And if you make it the way that I've just shown you how to make it, it will fold.
Ah, that's clever.
Completely flat. Now, as a crafter, as I say, I used to make memory books from scratch. It used to be the pain of my life. To have the dies now to be able to make these is brilliant. Now, if I was still doing my farmers markets and my craft fairs and all that, there is nothing stopping you from making the base core books, because they'll fold flat, stick them in a cello bag and sell just the empty books. As a crafter, if I'd seen somebody making these years ago, I would have gladly have bought the blank books off of you, because it's the actual decorating inside that gives me the mojo kick and everything else. It's not the actual making of the book. The book used to be, oh, another measurement. But your dies do all the measuring now. There's no need for pencils, rulers, or anything else. Your book is made by the dies precisely each and every time.
Jodie, do you know what the measurement is of the largest die in all these collections?
Right, it depends on whether you put the large book cover on.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, so we've got, Debbie's asking, what she wants to know really is what pack to go for that would fit in the Gemini Junior. Have we got
in
any
the
of
Gemini
small ones?
Junior? Right, let me get a plate. Ooh.
We will check for you. It's why we're interactive. I'm just going to recap on that while Jodie's having a look. So your memory books, this is your memory book 1, $29.99 today, which has a really great saving, $23.99 if you're platinum. These are the ones that have got the 22 elements in them. You've got your small ones here that you can see, and you've got your larger ones, the ones that Jodie was just using. So I believe your small ones in this one would definitely fit through your Gemini Junior, Debbie. We're just going to check with the next lot and see if you can get them in. And I suppose, Jodie, if they do fit in the Junior, you could add your tabs on afterwards,
Yes,
if you to
absolutely.
extend them.
I've managed to find a Junior plate. I know it's a Junior plate because it says it on it.
Foolproof, see?
So that's the die that I've just been using. Yeah, you can see that that's going to fit on there, no problem. The only problem that you're going to have is when you come to use your accessories. Yeah,
right.
Because that largest one would not fit on there.
So actually, realistically, we would probably say Gemini would be better, or an A4 plate for platform machine, and some of the smaller dies will go through your Gemini Junior. So I hope that helps you, Debbie. So yeah, you would perhaps have difficulty. No, they'd be too wide. I was thinking the other way is you could put them half off the plate and go through, but actually it's the width of them that would be slightly bigger. So A4 machine, absolutely, and only some of the dies will go through your Gemini Junior. It was trying them all. Jodie's trying them all here.
I'm trying
to see which ones will fit through.
The problem comes when you're doing like that one there. You need your excess card.
Yes.
To be here, okay? So this one is, I would say this bundle is probably the best one to go for if you've only got a Junior. The other ones, the issue is, because you need extra card here.
Ah, okay.
You wouldn't be able to get it through a Junior plate.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So so there you go. The smaller dies, they will fit, but the bigger dies, you wouldn't be able to get those extra pieces through. You could do it and add that onto, but actually the rigidity on and the thickness would be much better. So we're going to take a quick break. Jodie's showing you exactly how to use those, and here's how to shop, which makes it a little easier for you to go onto our website.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Our craft experts come from all over the UK to HQ up in the northeast, and here they are telling you a little bit about where they're from and what it's famous for.
So I'm from a beautiful town called Carnoustie. So many people may recognise the town as a golfing town, famous golfing town. We get lots of big golfing events. I can't say that I'm a golfer myself, but we do get a lot of the celebs, golfers, musicians, actors, all of these turning up at the town. For those that aren't into golfing, what I would tend to say is it's sandwiched in between Arbroath and Dundee, so we are quite far up. I love my town. I love where I am now. However, I will say one of the main things that I miss about my hometown, apart from my family and friends, of course, have to say that, otherwise they're going to watch this and be like, where's our mention? It is, of course, the beach. You know, we're right on the River Tay. We've got the gorgeous beach, the sand and the sea. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the one thing that I always make a beeline for as soon as I arrive back home for a little visit.
I was brought up in Colnbrick, which is a little village near Slough, so it's not very exciting, but we do have the third oldest pub in the whole of the UK there, and it's where the Cox's Pippin apple was first invented or first discovered. But I moved to Chiswick in West London about 25 years ago, and I've lived there ever since, and I love it. It's full of, I wouldn't necessarily say celebrities, but TV stars, so it's quite good for celebrity spotting when you're having a cocktail on the high road.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick Buy, get yours now.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. You're joining us on a Wednesday morning, which is our wake-up call. So hopefully you're wide awake now and buzzing to get your day started. Remember, if you're just joining us, you can go back and rewatch it. We're fully active on social media, so get in touch. We have an amazing guest today. So you know the brand Tonic has the most amazing, and in fact, Jodie, I'll finish what I was saying. I always do that. I go to say something and then go off piece. So we've got Jodie in from Tonic, but Tonic started with these cutting implements, didn't they?
They did. The whole business was actually built on the cut, yeah? So the guys at Tonic, they actually made a lot of crafting equipment under different names.
Yeah.
Different names that you will recognise at home, okay? They decided, do you know what? We're awfully good at this. Those contracts came to an end and they decided to form a company called Tonic. So the guillotines, the knives, the scissors and the punches were the first ever crafting equipment under the brand of Tonic.
Yeah, which is amazing. I love that story because actually it's these sort of tools that all got us into crafting originally, and these are so amazing. Now, I've just been informed, so if you go for this, of course your blades are eventually going to wear out. You can buy extra ones, but Jamie has just told me that you are buying these in the droves, so you've obviously perhaps already got one of these systems, and you can buy extras of those. So if for any of you that are going for this today for $21.99, you can buy extra blades. So I would say, well, we've got them in stock, pop them in your basket with these, and then you've always got that spare set of blades.
£3.59 for platinum members. I'll be sticking 3 or 4 in my basket.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jodie, can I just ask, is there a difference in them, or are they both the same?
They're both cutting blades.
Both cutting blades, which is brilliant. So, and they're going to work with the system that Jodie's been using. What I love about this, we did do one at Crafters Companion quite a few years ago. We don't do it anymore, and I really miss my one. What I love about this is being able to cut in between your lines. Jodie showed us earlier that you can go back and look at creating an aperture card. So yeah, if you want one of those today, it's amazing. And these little paper trimmers, look at them, $4.49. Yeah, definitely be sticking multiples in your pack for those, especially if you're cutting different mediums with them as well. Keep them for separate things and write on them. So if you've got thicker cardstock or sort of mount board you want to go through a few times, get a few of those. Right, Jodie, I believe we're getting back to oh, we're not. We're going to look at something else. I'm getting back to Jodie so quickly because I want to see the demos. I also want to just bring you in and show you the actual cardstock that we've got in. You were saying this is 216 GSM.
It is.
Absolutely perfect for those, the spine. So cutting them out, folding them, amazing. What I also love, Jodie, it's quite hard to get 12 by 12 white card, black card, cream card.
12 by 12 cardstock is actually very hard to get hold of in the UK now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Years, we seem to go through sort of peaks and troughs in the industry. Everybody wants 12 by 12, nobody wants it.
Yes.
Everybody wants it, nobody wants it. And we're just coming out of that, I don't want it, into that real peak again, where everybody's wanting the 12 by 12 cardstocks. But in there, you have got your pure white, you've got your ivory, and you've also got your black in there as well. You're getting 5 sheets in each of those. It is 5, isn't it, Debs?
Yeah, look at that, it is 5. Look at that, all 3 packs.
In each of those, so you're getting 15 sheets in total, which is amazing, whether you're doing your scrapbooking or whether you're doing your fancy folds to go inside your memory books, because remember, this cardstock really scores beautifully and it gives you that lovely flat finish when you're scoring it.
That's amazing, and that price is amazing as well. Look at the saving that you're getting on there. You're saving over 25%, $4.99 today or $7.19 in dollars, which is incredible. All 3 pieces, like Jodie said, 5 in each pack, 15 in total, and a great weight for doing your memory memory books, and also just having as scrapbook pages in those colours. So remember, you're getting your black, white and your cream in those, which is incredible. So pop them into your basket, and we're going to go and look and see what else Jodie's got in store.
Now, one of the biggest things that I'm told, I can't do that. There's no way can I do one of those memory books. It's too complicated. I've shown you how to make the book. It is really, really easy, okay? But people get really et up at how to construct a page. Now, how many of you out there are card makers? 80%, 90%? We're on Crafters TV, so I'm suggesting about 95% of you are card makers. I've been and nicked some of Crafters cards, okay? Now, looking at these cards, beautiful little card, okay? What I want to say to you is that could be a memory book page quite easily. So you could have the same matte layer behind, you could have the same concept at the front here, you could have hired this on 3 sides with your 3D foam pads, and you would have had an internal little pocket inside there. So that could be one page. Let's have a look at this one here. I've got no idea what collection these are from because I've literally just nicked them out of a box from the back, okay? Lovely little Christmas bauble there. Equally so, we could have that so that we don't have the foam pads here, and we could have our little pocket behind there. So we could have a little tag inside that one. Nice little shaker element. What about not sticking this flat onto our matte layer, but putting a bracket so that it glues down the back of the matte layer? We have a little magnet underneath here, so this whole thing would come up and slide down.
Oh, I love that idea.
Can you see where I'm going? Every one of these could quite easily be a memory book page. So that one there, you could actually have that little witch. You could have cut an oval in the back there before you stuck your circle on. You could have a penny behind there, so that then becomes a little slider that moves up and down. Because she will slide backwards and forwards then, you could have a little flap that comes over here, and then your witch would slide across the slider and lock your flap into place.
I love
that. So that then could become a locking mechanism.
Oh, Jodie, that's a brilliant idea.
But can you see what I'm saying? Every one of these are just cards that I just picked a handful out of the back there. That one there, that one could flip up and down. This one here, beautiful card. Just take these really thick roses off because the roses would be too thick to go inside the book. But the rest of it, it could be exactly the same so that it still comes up because it's just an interactive page front then. Equally so this one. This one here could be exactly as it is in your memory book. You could take that whole thing, stick it in your book as it is, but it just becomes an interactive page front. You can see where I'm going now, can't you? Every one of those, flip, flap, open that way, close that way. All of those, which have been made as cards, can be memory book pages. There's nothing difficult about a memory book. If you can make a card, you can make a actual memory book, okay?
And your only limitations, Jodie, literally it is your own imagination. And like you say, having those people on your Facebook page, being able to go on, ask questions, get ideas. Yep. I take it they all post what they do. And I mean, and it's all that crafting community that really lends itself to just doing more and more and more with these dies. Because actually, I know lots of us sometimes lose our mojo. All you have to do now is go on that social media platform.
Absolutely.
Ask some questions, look at other people's makes. The crafting community, I think, is the best community out there because everybody wants to share. Nobody minds you copying ideas within what you've done. I just think it's an amazing community to do.
It is. So what I'm going to show you is another question that I get asked all the time is that memory books take up so much paper. They don't have to, okay? As with card making, a lot of the times we actually gut out, don't we? We gut out the back of a design, for instance. So This is the next size down in your book. For every book size, there's a matte and layer die, okay? So I've just cut that one out. I'm going to bring in a piece of our 12 by 12 cardstock. And I'm just going to give that a rough cut because I'm not going to waste it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of those. So let's run that back through. So this is going to be a little bit smaller than our actual book. So this was the book that we made. And this is going to actually come in. It's going to be a little bit smaller than the actual book itself, which is great because it's going to act as our matte and layer. So taking this one, so we can see now that that's going to sit on the top of there. So let's just go ahead and stick that one on. So I'm just going to come around those edges and I'm just going to stick that onto there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down a size in my actual book. And I'm going to take out another one of the book pages. Now, how do I know it's a book page versus a matte and layer die? Your book page has got that extra metal on there.
Okay.
You can see how that one's not got the extra metal. This has got the extra metal on, so there's no cutting edge there. So I'm going to take that one now, and I'm going to bring that in. So now, I'm going to place that, centralise that into there, and tape him down. Bring my plates back and run him back through.
I think this really shows the versatility of having a die that doesn't have that cutting edge on one side, because actually I can see where Jodie's going with this, and it just makes everything more creative, doesn't it?
It does.
Love these.
So now, when I take that away, I'm not going to show you that bit at the minute. Let me just ease that sticky tape off of there. Just put that to one side, and I'm going to bring a piece of white in. I'm using the same die as we've just used, and I'm going to run that back through. Come on, in you go. So can we see now how that is still connected into there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my scoreboard back in. We catch it. I didn't catch that last time. It ended up all the way across the studio. So let's come in there now. And I'm just going to take that score line there and put that score line right into there, so that that will then give me my hinge. So we've got my wee little hinge on there. Let's take this one now. Take that away. I'm just going to complete that cut. I think I'm going to throw that piece of tape away in a minute because it's filthy dirty. It's left a horrible imprint on there.
Always the way. Alexia's just asking what die set this is in. This is in the Memory Books 1, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, in Memory Books 1.
You just have to excuse that dirty smidging.
Oh, don't worry, we're always getting dirty marks in here, Jodie.
So now we'll use this as our first page, okay? On the hinge area, I'm actually going to use red liner tape. So I'm going to come down that hinge.
Janina said that she loves the saying, if you can make a card, you can make a memory book.
Absolutely you can, absolutely. There's no difference. The only thing is you're putting interaction into your card and then stick it in a book.
Absolutely. I did mine a bit the other way around, Jodie, because I started my crafting journey in scrapbooking, and then it was because of all my scrapbooking materials, I then thought, oh, actually, I think I could make cards, and then started making cards. So it just shows one and the other, they all go together.
It does. So I'm just going to place that into there now. So that's going to come in. Now, if I was at home, before I stick this in, I would put a magnet on that side and a magnet on that side.
Oh, of course.
And then what I would do is I would put that one just inside there because it's the same die.
Yep.
It fits in there perfectly, giving you the area to put your journal in or whatever.
That's
and
so
then the little
clever.
magnets would close over, but you've got that whole little flip and flap just by using your base core dies.
That is so clever, Jodie, and so beautiful. Just a quick question from, I've just seen it and now I've lost it. Oh, no, what is the die I love? Someone was asking what die you used. Oh, I might have to find that later. So, oh, here it is. So Christine's asking, is the same layering cascade die the same set as in the one sold separately? We'll find that out for you, Christine.
I think she's talking about the spine.
Oh, okay, right. So the spine die.
When you're talking about this, the spine die is actually in the second bundle, this rectangle.
Yes, it is in the second bundle, so
That's
memory
in
book 2.
In the second bundle that we've got.
Yes.
Okay.
Fabulous. Well, thank you, Jodie.
My
we will
pleasure.
see you back at 3 p.m. probably. We'll find out. It'll be in the next in the one at 2. I'm back at 2, but we have 3 hours. I'm not sure if we're going to do me for a craft vault for an hour and then back. But I think we might do a 2 hour and then Jodie's back. But we'll be back, so it doesn't really matter. I hope you've enjoyed Wake Up Call this morning. It's been a really great, fun 2 hours. Thank you for your support this morning. Being here, just me, it's been amazing. Lovely with Jodie being in here. Now remember the riddle. We have a riddle running every day for 5 days. You will find it on social media. You will find it on our website. We've had the riddle on this morning, and all you need to do is when you go onto our website, click on the search engine box, type in what your answer is, and find whatever that item is that the riddle says. You will then find some really good discounts this week, which I think you're going to like. But for now, goodbye for me. I will see you in an hour's time. Me and Jodie are going to have a catch up, have some lunch. We'll see you here soon. Bye.